everybody, welcome to the Card Game Move Show. My name is Deshaun, and today I'm here to talk about a topic that has been out there. Now, I brought it up a while ago, back when they did the Comic-Con event, but, you know, I feel like it's worth bringing up again. There's a lot going on. The Ironheart show is currently, going. We just heard not too long ago that Don Cheadle is back as Rhodey in Secret Invasion. There's a lot going on. But in all those announcements, there was one thing that we didn't see. For the MCU anyways. What happened to Armor Wars? Now, Armor Wars is clearly based off the Iron Man comic book of the same title, Armor Wars, and it's when Tony Stark's technology gets loose out there and people start using it for their own game, and he has to gather it all up, and so well, I was excited for this show. I'm gonna just tell you why. Because I love that Disney Plus has become a platform where side characters can get more shine. And I love that. Like, that's one of my favorite things about Disney Plus, and it's one of the things that I was excited about when they said they could do these MCU shows, is that we get to see more of these characters who don't get a lot of shine. And while it hasn't been as what I thought it was gonna be, while it hasn't been as synergistic with the show as the movies as I thought it was gonna be, I'm still enjoying myself. And when I heard they were gonna do Armor Wars, I was like, this is awesome. First of all, Don Cheadle is an amazing actor. An amazing actor. It's often kind of funny in the MCU for years, at least phase 1 and 2, like there'd be these actors in side roles where you're just like, this is a huge name actor. Like, you got Samuel Jackson, with like 10 minutes, like 15, like 12 minutes of screen time in every movie. And it's just like, this is Samuel Jackson, man. But like, you know what I mean? Like, and I always would think to myself, like, like Samuel Jackson, Colby Smulders, and other actors and actresses who are like in these side roles where you're just like, you don't really see too much of them, but you're like, man, this is a big actor. It'd be cool if you could do something with them. Like when they brought in Daniel Bruhl to play Zemo, I had just seen the movie Rush, which by the way, that movie is fucking awesome. Maybe I should review that one day. But I had just seen the movie Rush. And like, I was like, dude, he was so amazing in this. And after I saw it, he got announced to be Zemo in Civil War. And I loved him in Civil War. And I was like, oh man, I hope I could see more of him. And then he's in Falcon Winter Soldier. And I'm like, yeah. So like, I'm excited for that. And I feel the same way about Don Cheadle, that he's just an amazing actor. He's done a great job as, supporting Tony in these Avengers movies. And he's going to get his own show. I mean, I can't wait to see it. I mean, I heard he's helping produce it and writing on it, because like Kevin Feige's letting people produce shit now. He's letting some of these actors be producers on shit now. And I was like, oh, this is gonna be great. And like the rumors of Justin Hammer potentially showing back up in this. There's all these ideas, and then we don't hear anything. Honestly, the only reason I even remembered it myself to even bring it up is because Don Cheadle had said, it's funny you should mention that, when asked what happened to, our Armor Wars, he asked the same question, which makes me feel like it's still happening, but I don't know. Like I said, they didn't even put it on the board. I'm like, either they moved that shit way back, because Armor Wars was supposed to be coming out. Like, I'm not sure if I'm losing it. I think Secret Invasion's the next one after Wandavision. I mean, after She-Hulk. But after that, I think it was supposed to be Armor Wars. But we haven't heard anything about it. Armor Wars was one of the original shows announced. Armor Wars was announced with Falcon and the Winter Soldier and Wandavision, bruh. like it's so crazy to think about that. And it hasn't come out yet. But I really want it, because first of all, the War Machine armor is dope as fuck. Especially in Infinity War. Oh my god, that armor was so fucking cool. When he was just, I don't want to geek out here, but that armor was dope. I always liked the War Machine armor anyways. But yeah, I'm just in my brain, I'm like, bro, what the fuck happened to that? And like I said, no one's talking about it. No one's really mentioned it. I haven't seen anyone ask Feige about it. You know, maybe at a press tour we can ask Feige, like, what's up with Armor Wars? Where's that at? Because I was really looking forward to it. Granted, man, like, I'm curious about Ironheart and Armor Wars because it's gonna be a budget to make the Iron Man suits. And, like, we know what Rhodey's suit looks like, which to a point, maybe Armor Wars is gonna be the best looking one because, as shown in She-Hulk, the Hulk looks great. Actually, caught me off guard, but the Hulk looks exactly like he did in Endgame. That good in the show. And in my brain, I went, wow, that must have been expensive. But then I'm thinking, like, some other people pointed out, well, it might not have been as expensive because they already have the scans and renders and stuff of him as this, so, like, maybe they could skip, like, a shit ton of steps and just get right to putting it over him, you know? And maybe the same thing can be said with the War Machine's armors. They have all these scans and all these stuff of the War Machine armor. Maybe it might be a little cheaper to do it than creating it from scratch. You know, maybe it might be a little cheaper. Who knows? Either way, plans have to be shifting. As we know, and I've pointed out many times before, the MCU's plan is more of a... What's the word I'm looking for? It's more of a guideline. It's more of a... The MCU is like, this is where we want to end up. How we get there, this is how we think we want to get there, but plans can change. You know, maybe we come up with something cooler. Maybe a movie comes out and there's an idea that's out there that's a bit more interesting. Obviously, you know, you never know how things are going to actually ultimately turn out. I mean, you know, after all, does, you know, Cap picking up Thor's hammer mean anything if that hammer scene in Age of Ultron doesn't happen? I'm pretty sure back when they were writing Age of Ultron, they were like, we're gonna do this in Endgame. I'm pretty sure they weren't thinking that. Does certain sequences, does the hug that Tony gives, that Peter gives Tony mean anything? If Tony didn't refuse to give him a hug in Homecoming? You know, that's kind of how the MCU works. There is an idea of a location, but the how is kind of, you know, a bit, what's the word? Flexible. There we go. The how is flexible. So perhaps Armored Wars, because we have to remember, there are 4 to 5 dates in 2025 that have nothing on it. And it's funny, I keep hearing, when I hear 2025, it sounds like it's forever away. But really, because this year's almost over, so it's really like 2 years and like a couple months away. It's not really as far away as people think it is, as I think it is. It's not that far away. So it wouldn't be too shocking to hear that Armor Wars got moved to 2025, which, I mean, that sucks considering Armor Wars was, like, literally, Armor Wars, like I said, Armor Wars was announced with WandaVision and Falcon and Winter Soldier. It was like Loki, Falcon and Winter Soldier, WandaVision, and Armor Wars. They were announced together. So, you know, it's sad to see this thing that, like, theoretically should have come out. Like, it was like, no, I remember it was Falcon and Winter Soldier, WandaVision, Hawkeye, Loki, and then it was What If, and then it was Armor Wars. Theoretically, Armor Wars was supposed to already be out by now. So that means something happened in the process where they went, this would be better fit somewhere else. What that was, we'll have to wait and find out. We will have to wait and find out. Anyways, thank you guys for joining the Comic Game Movie Show. Please like, subscribe. And what do you think happened to Armor Wars? Is it still happening? Is it not happening? Did they screw over my boy Don Cheadle? You know, what do we think about Armor Wars? Were you excited for it or can you live without it? I'm just curious what the hell happened to it. Anyways, thank you guys for joining the Comic Game Movie Show again. Please like, subscribe. I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye.